Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, we'll discuss one question on measurement of employee cost. Basic pay rupees 7 lakhs. Lease rent paid for accommodation provided to an employee rupees 2 lakhs. Amount recovered from employee rupees 40,000. Next, employer's contribution to Provident Fund 75,000. Employee's contribution to Provident Fund 75,000. Reimbursement of medical expenses 67,000. Hospitalization expenses of employee's family member borne by employer 19,000. Festival bonus 20,000 and festival advance rupees 30,000. Compute the employee cost. While calculating employee cost, we are required to consider all types of payments made by manufacturer to the employee in relation to work performed. Basic pay rupees 7 lakh. This is the basic salary rupees 7 lakhs paid to the employee. Next we have lease rent paid for accommodation provided to an employee rupees 2 lakhs. This lease rent is paid by the employer. So for employer this 2 lakhs should be a cost. But further they have said amount recovered, amount taken from employee rupees 40,000. That means even employer has paid 2 lakhs for lease rent. 40,000 he has recovered from the employee. So 2 lakh minus 40,000, actual amount of lease rent bared by employer is rupees 1,60,000, which will become part of employee cost. Lease rent paid for accommodation provided to an employee, amount paid 2 lakhs minus amount recovered 40,000. So employee cost will be taken as 1,60,000. Employer's contribution to Provident Fund rupees 75,000. Provident Fund is a fund created for welfare of the employee. Every month some amount is deducted from employee's salary and it is contributed towards Provident Fund. An equal amount is also contributed by employer. For example, if every month employee gives rupees 1,000 towards Provident Fund from his salary, employer also puts 1,000 to Provident Fund for the benefit of such employee. The amount contributed by employee is not an expense for employer because employee is paying that amount from his salary. Amount of contribution made by employer towards Provident Fund is an expense for the employer. Employer's contribution to Provident Fund 75,000, therefore it will become part of employee cost. employees contribution to Provident Fund rupees 75,000. Now this amount is contributed by employee towards Provident Fund. So it is worker's own contribution to Provident Fund from his own salary. So it's not an expense for the employer. Therefore, it will not become part of employee cost. Reimbursement of medical expenses rupees 67,000. Reimbursement of expenses means medical expenses will be first paid by employee. Suppose he is getting admitted in an hospital where bill comes 10,000. It will be first paid by the employee. Then he is required to make claim from the employer by submitting necessary hospital bills. Once bills are submitted to the employer will be giving that 10,000 rupees to employee which he has paid to hospital. This is called as reimbursement of expenses. Finally, that hospital bill is borne by employer, therefore it will be part of employee cost. Next, hospitalization expenses of employee's family member borne by employer rupees 19,000. In this case, as per the employer's business policy, if any hospitalization required for the members of employee, for example for his wife or children's or his parents, expenses of hospitalization will be borne by employer. Therefore, this will also become part of employee cost. Next we have festival bonus rupees 20,000. At the time of festival like Diwali, employer may be paying additional amount to a worker which is called as bonus. This bonus is treated like a salary, therefore it will be part of employee cost. Next we have festival advance rupees 30,000. That means during festival like Diwali, employee has requested employer for an advance salary. This advance amount is paid rupees 30,000. This is not an amount given by employer to employee. It's like a small loan which will be recovered from the employee through his salaries in future payments. Therefore, it will not be considered as part of employee cost. Festival advance is not an expense for employer as it will be recovered from employee through deduction in salary payments. We have recorded all expenses. We'll be taking total of this to arrive at total employee cost. So total employee cost we got 10,41,000. In this question we have learned how to calculate total employee cost where various amount of expenses are given. We are required to take care if any particular amount of expense is recovered from the employee's salary, then it will not be considered as part of employee cost. Similarly, items of short-term loans or advances given to employee will not be considered as part of employee cost. Thanks for watching this video. Stay in tune with Ekeeda and subscribe to our channel Ekeeda. Thank you.